Hello folks, and welcome back to SnowRunner. And as you can see, I am stuck here. I have the road blocked ahead of me. I need to go back and get some fuel so that I can come down here and get this upgrade, get that upgrade, and then come over here and open up this watchtower. So we are on Black River, and we're just only a few days into this. Okay, so we're only a few days into this. As I said in the previous video, I started it all over so that I can play it the right way. And before I can go get fuel, I have a roadblock ahead of me, and I have a bridge that's out. And then I have my gas station over here. So I've got to build a new bridge and clear that roadblock. So in order to do that, I'm going to need some supplies. So I've got my Kodiak sitting here, and it is hooked up to a flatbed trailer. And this flatbed trailer, I really hate it because it is right there's where I got it. So it was a free trailer sitting over here and had concrete block on it. So I got it for free, and I went over, picked it up, brought it back here because there are a couple of missions I need concrete blocks, and instead of going way over here through all the mud and everything to get concrete blocks over here, I have 4 sets of concrete blocks here that are free for me. So I'm going to use them. So I'm going to have to take those, 2 of those, there's 4 on here, and put them in that trailer so I can haul them behind the Fleet Star. Fleet Star's already loaded up with metal. And over here I have my GMC, because out of the 2 concrete blocks and the metal, that will build the bridge. The GMC will open up the roadblock. And what I need to open up that roadblock is sitting on that trailer, which I got over at the town. And it was a free trailer, and it already had supplies on it. So all I did was tow it back here and have it set up so that I can use it. So we have several missions to do today. And I decided to go ahead, instead of loading everything up and rolling out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually transfer stuff over using the crane. So remember, we're in a GMC now. All of this cargo is packed on here. And as I was saying, I hate this trailer. The reason I hate this trailer is because it does really crazy things with the camera. So anytime you get over the trailer, the camera jumps around. And that can be really annoying when you're trying to go somewhere, or if you're even in a closer view. And the reason it does that is not because of the load. I think it is because of those ramps there. So the game assumes that there is a large load on it, and it tries to compensate for that and go over that large load. So I hate that trailer with a passion. Every time I find one, I grudgingly haul it back and sell that sucker. You cannot tie a vehicle down on the trailers yet. I'm sure there will be an update that comes along that will allow you to do that. Right now, if I put a vehicle on a trailer like this, even setting a parking brake, as soon as I start going and hitting bumps, the vehicle's just going to fall off of it. So there's really no use for it. So before I am able to take that cargo off, I have to unpack it. And now I can change my truck over to Fleet Star, and you will notice this happens. So it's some kind of glitch, and I think it is with this trailer. I also had the glitch when I would in my first playthrough, I would hoard supplies. So I would take those supplies there and I would drop them off right over there where those lights are, so that if I needed anything, I'd just go over and get it. Well, the problem with that is, and it worked for a while until we had the update. Then after the update, if I would, any cargo that's on the ground, when you load it into the truck from the ground, it just goes right through the truck. And then when you get into the truck, the truck sits on top of it and the truck is stuck. So that is a slight glitch, and I can work around that. So I have already deployed my crane. You have to be careful when you use this crane, because when it deploys, the arm swings out and then up, and it's an automatic thing, does it every time. And if it hits any cargo or hits any trailer, it will flip the cargo or flip the trailer. So before you get in close to a trailer, make sure your arm is out. You can go ahead and start this. And I'm going to my crane mode, and I've already put my legs down, so they should be good to go. So let's see if I can see if it'll allow me to pick this cargo up. So I don't know. Nope. So I'm going to release it. Okay, so let me pick this one up, but it won't let me pick the other one up. So I will have to work around that. Up, back up. I didn't go high enough. I forgot I already had a load on the truck. And I haven't tried this yet, so it may not even work. I may have to go over to the warehouse and actually pick up the concrete. So I could stop swinging here. Alright. Turn it around. And I'm going to pull it in just a little bit. And drop it on down. Nope, it's not going to work. Okay. So whatever that glitch is with this trailer and this cargo, it's still not fixed. So I'm just going to release that down there because it does me no good whatsoever. And yeah, I'm just going to restore my crane, and I'm actually going to have to go over and pick up concrete blocks. So what I want to do is I want to come over here, and I'm going to see if I can do the same thing with this trailer, or if it's glitched out too. And it's no big deal if it is glitched out. It just means that I have to go somewhere else to pick up the cargo. See what I mean when the crane deploys? So if I was close to that trailer, I could have possibly tipped the trailer over. So where's that function? And I'm going to back up here. Put my parking brake. Go back into crane mode. I'm going to set my anchors. See the anchors go out. And then I'm going to stop the engine because I need to go to the Kodiak. And yeah, you see, now the cargo is under the trailer. So I don't know if I can repack it. No, it's not going to let me. So what I'm going to have to end up doing is, I don't think I can pull it off that cargo. Oh, I might be able to. Alright. So I want to go ahead and just sell this trailer because it's of no use to me. I'm going to remove the cargo that's on it. And bring it over here and get rid of it. And we're going to go over here to this trailer and see if it does the same thing. And attach trailer. And we'll unpack the cargo. Alright, so this one works. So it's something with the other trailer. I don't know what it is. Well, we'll see. Once I switch trucks. Nope, did the same thing. Alright, so let's go into crane mode. I'm going to try something. Okay, so the cargo is invisible. And it is still going to allow me to pick it up. So I can deal with that. It should be visible when I get it off the trailer. And we'll raise it up. There we go. Now let's see if I can put it in this truck. Swing on around. Nope, this one's not going to work either. Well, poop. And it's no big deal. It just means I actually have to go over to the places and pick up the cargo. So let's restore our crane. And let me switch trucks. And then pack cargo. So one of them has disappeared. Don't know where it went to. And honestly, if I can't get any of this cargo, it's of no use to me. So I don't know if it's a glitch with the cargo, with the trailers, or with whatever is put into the game. Go ahead and sell that, and I will recover you. Now the other trailers work fine. If you buy a trailer and you put cargo on it, it works perfectly fine. There is no issue with it. The only issue seems to be the trailers that you find. And like I said, that glitch never happened until the update. So something I'm sure they will work on. Now the cargo that I have in the back of the truck here, I actually went to the town and picked it up. So in order to get our blocks, we'll go over here to our mountain bridge, and it tells me that I need the metal, which I'd already picked up, and I need 2 concrete blocks, which I get at the warehouse. The warehouse is not that far from the garage, and I could either take this path or I could take this path and then swing around here and then go up there, and that's usually the better way to do it unless I'm unloaded, because this is kind of steep and kind of rough, and I can't go through here with this truck until it until it is fully upgraded, because it go ahead and turn that on. And what I could do to save me a little bit of time, yeah, what I'll do is I'll just, matter of fact, I have a trailer over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this trailer. And I'm going to go up this way toward the gas station. Oh, wait a minute. No. I can't do that, because I'll have to, I'm trying to figure it out here in my mind. Yeah, so if I go up to the gas station here, yeah, I would have to go up this way to get around, because I'm still not going to have a bridge. So I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do my original plan, and I'm going to go over here. There is a trailer over here that I can pick up, and I would just pick that trailer up and bring it back. So you haven't seen this road yet, so I'm going to go ahead and drive it. Best way to get through there is up through here, but you got to watch out for these trees, because the trees will mess you up. And once you run over them a couple of times, they'll disappear and they won't become an issue. I started to go ahead and try to load the vehicle like I just did. I started to go ahead and do that off camera, and I thought, no, let me go ahead and try it on camera in case I do have the glitch. Then I can show you the glitch. So it's just something I'm sure they're going to work on, and probably have it fixed in the next update. As I said, my first original playthrough where I had the gas station that glitched out on me, I could actually find these trailers, offload the cargo, and if I came over here for like this doing 2 vehicle service parts, I'd just pull a trailer and get 4, and then offload 2 at the garage, and next time I needed service parts I wouldn't have to come this way. I had them at the garage, and that worked really well until the update, and then all of that became a little glitchy. But like, I'm going up here to get the service parts. Once I load those service parts on the trailer, I won't have an issue. This steel that I put in the back of this truck, I will not have an issue with that load disappearing unless for some reason it hits the ground. If I take it off, put it on the ground, and then try to pick it up later, then it becomes glitchy and it'll go right through the truck. Alright, so here's where I said I am not taking this truck through there until it is fully upgraded. Once it's fully upgraded, it will go through there. It's slow, but it will make it. But right now, I don't believe it will. And you go around that little area, because if you don't, you will high center the truck and you'll have to tow it out. And I'm going to go slow through here, low gear. I need that differential lock. Or not the differential lock, but the transmission. I need the SnowRunner transmission in it. That is one of the upgrades that I will find on this map. Go back down the load, keep it nice and easy. And once I find that, it'll make a world of difference in this truck. Because right now, low gear is just too low. And I actually don't know what's up with the... There you go. Two out of... Oh crap, I'm out of... Well, that explains a lot. I don't even remember... Truck should not be out of gas. Unless I left it sitting there running. But we have the Scout to the rescue. Scout carries 140 liters in gas. See, I haven't played this since yesterday. So it just dawned on me. I went and got the steel. And while I was back here at the garage, I meant to get a fuel tanker, the Scout fuel tanker, and fill that vehicle up. And I forgot. I can't recover it back to the garage, because if I do that, I will have to unload the steel. And I don't want to do that. So we use our other little portable gas tank here and go fill it up. So I was wondering why over there where the gear shifter is on the right, and on the left where the fuel was, and it shows all of my parts, why it was jumping up and down, because I'd never seen that before. And it must have been because I was running out of gas. So the International Scout, it does really good in mud. And it's a good all-around vehicle. It's good to use as a rescue vehicle. As I said, I don't like it because it is very tippy. And before you know it, you're laying on your side. So this is pretty much all I use it for. Ferrying gasoline and parts out to other vehicles. Now you would think when we get the suspension upgrade for it, it will make it even more tippy, but it doesn't. It actually reduces the tippiness of it. And I don't think I can find that upgrade until I go over to the dam. Alright, so let's refuel. So right now it says Scout 800 has 63 of 72 liters. Fleet Star has 0, so I'm going to use my left to do the roof rack into the Fleet Star. So Fleet Star has 141. And then I'm going to go ahead and take all the fuel out of here and put in it. And then recover. So now it is fully fueled again and ready to go for the next time. And I'll get back in my Fleet Star. And we're off and running again. And it's going much better. Trucks don't run that well when they when they don't have fuel in them. That mud through there is very sticky, and when you have a load as heavy as this steel here, it slows you down greatly. And as I said, once this vehicle gets fully upgraded, it's a beast on this map. So here's the trailer I was talking about. It's ours for the taking. And it kind of bothered me a little bit. Let it go too far. Oh, come on. There you go, don't push it. And we're attached. So I worked it out in my brain. The whole premise of this game is that you are here, you're helping these areas in Michigan recover from a flood, but you're stealing all their vehicles and stealing all the trailers and selling them. So I had to work it out in my brain, and this is what I come up with. Another company was hired to do the job. So that company, concrete blocks, spare parts. So these are the spare parts I need for the other. And let's see what I needed. Mountain bridge. And I needed concrete blocks. So yeah, I do get concrete blocks here. So which do I want to get? Let's look at my map. Oh, that's right. So what I'm going to do is from here, I'm going to drive up here, and then I'm going to come up this road, and I'm going to drop the trailer right here, and then I'm going to go over here with the truck, and I'm going to get rid of the steel, and then come over here and pick up the trailer, come back over here, and what's on the trailer is what I need to clear this, and then with the truck alone I will come back here and get the concrete blocks, and then bring them over here to the mountain bridge to finish the bridge. So that's my plan. Alright, so anyway, I was talking about, I worked it out in my brain where the company that came in here to do this got paid for it. They brought in a bunch of equipment and they left the equipment and just ran off with the money. So the local courts seized all of their equipment because they did that, and they have offered me all the equipment if I come in here and actually do the job. So I'm not stealing. The equipment belongs to the company that didn't do the job. And if I do the job, that's part of my reward, is I get to keep all the equipment that I find. But yeah, if I put the service parts on the back of this, and I go ahead and take those over there, it will be easier for the truck to get over this section of road coming up than if I put the concrete blocks in it, because the concrete blocks are really heavy. I've already got a heavy load on the truck, and it would just make it very difficult to get over this road with two heavy loads. So that's where my thought processes went. Try to keep it as level as I can coming up here. Hopefully it does not spin out on me. And it didn't, so I made it up that little hill. I want to avoid that rock there at my left front tire, because that one seems to give me a little bit of trouble. And I'm probably going to have to go to low gear and use the diff lock to get to the top. Maybe not. Alright, good truck. So you don't have to deliver all the load at once. You can deliver it in sections. And as I said, with the bridge, I have to deliver the steel before I deliver the concrete. The only way I could get around that is to deliver the steel in a trailer and then bring the concrete later up, deliver the concrete, and then move the steel into the box. I'm going to detach that for now. And I'm going to go halfway build a bridge. Me and Bob. That's the name of my driver here, Bob. Bob the Builder. And why did I name him Bob the Builder? Because it's my game and I can call him whatever I want to. Okay, so we'll go over and finish the next task. Should be right up here around the corner. Easy. Flip that truck, Bob. It's coming out of your paycheck. Ooh. So here I can accept the task. Start tracking. And cargo management. And unload. And now it's clear and we can see our truck. Yay. So accept that. I've done a lot of practice at it. I can back this trailer back down that road. It would just probably take me to the end of the video to do it. So I am just going to go over here. And turn it around. Take out a tree or two. I've done this before. And detach the trailer. And we're off to get the concrete. But before we do that, I'm going to change trucks here. And sorry, little dude, but you are going to have to give me some of your fuel. And I will bring a recovery vehicle back here with some more fuel. And the truck didn't have much fuel in it anyway. So right now I'm still cut off from the gas station. Is that the right road? No, it's the next road. I don't want to go down this road. It's a rough road. See some lights on. This is the road I want to go down. As you drive across these roads, they get worse and worse. Even if I were to shut the game down and come back in, this road that I have been on will still have tire tracks on it. And every time I drive on it, it will get a little bit worse. I'd still like to see a little bulldozer put into the game so you can come out and fix some of these roads. Maybe a gravel spreader. And we're almost back. So there is a mission here that I can do, and I thought about going ahead and doing that mission. Probably takes 5 minutes, but I would really like to get that bridge done before the end of the video. So I'll wait and do the other mission in the next video probably, since I already have the truck over here. And it's a pretty simple mission. You've got a crate sitting down here, and I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. Oh, wait a minute. No, you can't see it until you accept the mission. Once you accept the mission, a crate will appear down there. And all it is go down there, use the crane, pick the crate up, put it on the back here, and bring it back over here. So fairly easy. Okay, so I have more than half a tank. So I believe what I'm going to do is get my cargo Nope, that's not it. How do you manually load? I forgot how to manually load. Oh. Huh. I might have to look into that. So to manually load, it will actually be put on the dock there, and you can manually load it up. So we'll just go ahead, and I have to research that a little bit, come back over full with it to remember how to do that. One thing you should know about this truck, and as soon as I get up here I'll stop and show you, is that when you have heavy loads on it, if you look at the trailer, the load is balanced over the back tire, and if you remove the crane, then the load will be balanced over both of the back tires. So what I'm doing here is not optimal for the truck, and if I went up any steep hills, it will actually bring the front tires off the ground. But I should be okay going through this road. And the concrete is very heavy. It doesn't tell you what the weight is, but it is, I believe it's more than the steel, because the trucks tend to bog down more with concrete on them than they do with steel. Once I get the SnowRunner gearbox in this, it will handle a lot better. And I do believe that gearbox is found on this map. I've got, I think, 3 more upgrades to get. And we will see. And I will get those upgrades in the next video. The next video would just be a continuation of this one. All I'm really going to do is stop the video, stop Twitch, and then restart it and continue on. Come on, baby, you can do it. This is your map. Nothing on this map that you can't do. Alright, so this map is opened up. So I accept my reward. And I can actually just go down here and get some fuel. Right there's my fuel station. Alright. The big trucks are much easier to handle in first person. And I think I've mentioned it before, but when you are steering these vehicles, it's not like a racing game where you turn to the left and as soon as you let go, it automatically straightens back up. There's a slight delay because the wheels turn slower to the right and left, which is why if you hold it to the left for more than a split second, and I'll show you here, if you hold it to the left more than a split second, the truck really dives. Alright, so I'm going to stop you here. But what I do is let's go back to it, what was that? Is instead of holding it all the way to the left and then trying to compensate, go this way. I just make quick movements all the way and then let go, and it snaps back easier. So if that makes sense, give it a try. You might find that the trucks run better if you do that. So the next thing I'm going to do, because I have a couple of minutes, is I'm going back to the garage. And we're going to take you out. And there are quite a few missions over by where the truck is. And what I have found is if I go here, what? Okay, that looks a little glitchy, but if you go here, fuel station. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but if you go here and buy a trailer, and then you take this trailer over to that side of the map, it really helps when you need fuel, because this carries 700 liters. And once I get this over where the pickup truck is, then we won't have to keep running back and forth to get fuel. And driving this around for a little bit, driving any of the vehicles around for a little bit on this playthrough, I have noticed that the hands are much better than they used to be. Because it used to be, I mean, those hands were all over the place. It was like a blur. But the hands have actually slowed down and they're more in sync with the steering wheel. So it's at a point now where it's not very distracting. Let's get up here out of all that thick mud. That's what I get for looking down. Taking my eyes off the road. Okay, so as I was saying, the hands are a lot more in sync now. They're still a little bit jerky, but not near what they were when I first started playing the game. So I think they have fixed some of that. Yep, so if you just use little quick movements, it's not doing the hand over hand thing. This thing suffers when pulling a load with that small engine. It's kind of like my S10. Had some idiot in front of me today that was driving 40 miles an hour in a 50 mile an hour zone. And that's just annoying. And we got to a passing zone, so I jumped on it to get around him, and as soon as I hit the gas, the truck was like, huh, what? You really want me to do this? Because I have a little 4-banger in my S10. Another reason I want to get a bigger truck. Alright, so let's refuel. I don't know what's up with that. Kind of glitching a little bit. So I want to go to the Scout trailer. So the green is where it's coming from, and the Chevy's where it's going to. And it's not working. Okay, so when you run into a glitch like this, all you really have to do, close that menu out, return to the main menu, come back into it, and it should be fixed. Could have something to do where I left the Fleet Star in the box at the gas station. I normally don't do that. I'll pull it out. So I'm not sure if it's a bug with the game or a bug with my Xbox. My other games work fine, so I would assume it's something with the game. Alright, so let's try this again. So I want to refuel. There we go. Now it's working. So don't want to go to the roof rack. So source, fuel carrier, and I want to fill up the Chevy. So now the Chevy is full of gas. And what I'll do is drop off the fuel carrier here. And I'm actually going to move the fuel carrier because I found if I put it over here, I've got a lot of missions up in here, and right here is where I really need the fuel. So I will do that, but I'm going to do that with a pickup. And I'm going to leave the Scout over here in case I need it for something. In case I roll the pickup truck. Alright folks, so that will do me for this episode. If you liked the episode, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. I'm just doing this for fun. But leave a comment, tell me why you didn't like it. Maybe it's something I can work on, something I can change to make the stream better, or to make the YouTube videos better. And I appreciate any feedback that you have. So I will see you in the next episode. So while my guy sits here sleeping, again, I'll see you in the next episode. So until then, have a good one.